And not only did they take the website down, they took access through other websites that you normally could access. You can't access it through other websites. It's gone. Okay? You can't go on the Wayback Machine and pull it up. I know, I tried. It's gone. So I promise you, family, next week I'm going to go back and pull up, because I can't think of the name of the website anymore. Okay? And I was shocked when I saw that. So they go on to say this, family. Potential uses include dealing with terrorist groups, crowd control, controlling breaches of security at military installations, and anti-personal techniques and tactical warfare. Electromagnetic systems would be used to produce mild to severe physiological disruption or perceptual distortion or disorientation. The ability of individuals to function could be degraded to such a point that they would be combat ineffective. Electromagnetic systems can provide coverage over large areas with a single system. They are silent, and countermeasures may be difficult to develop. Okay? They're talking about the use of radio frequencies through the Gwen towers, which are nothing more than cell towers. They call them Gwen towers. We talked about that years ago, Bear. All right? For those of you who don't know, just Google Gwen towers. It's an acronym. But they go on to say, because then they go and get into the fact that chemtrail and cell phone are nothing more than there's an intersection between the two that basically lead to mind control. Okay, there's an intersection, like an X, the point at which the X's cross. One line is chemtrails, the other line is cell phone, and the point at which they cross, that intersection, is a mind control intersection. So they say Professor Michael A. Persinger, who we mentioned last week again, a PhD, says that relatively weak atmospheric signals, such as cell phone communication, can have a great influence upon the way people think and feel. The new Manhattan Project's ionic spirit heaters can produce such signals. It gets even better, family. They say, then they go on to, again, reference Michael Aquino, who was at the very top of MK Ultra, who worked out of the Presidio, where Gorbachev moved when they took down the wall in the Soviet Union. And for those of us who knew, we knew that Gorbachev, basically everybody that was in front of him died. I'm talking about the Soviet leadership. So they could put him in this position, okay, to take down or dismantle the Soviet Union. Gorbachev was actually working with the intelligence community in this country and had a long relationship with Bush, old man Bush. Okay? Mm. Yeah. They go on there to say, and that's why he moved to this country when he took down the wall. And he was headquartered at the Presidio, which is the same place that Michael Aquino was at. Okay? They say, if you notice, you ain't seen Gorbachev in quite some time. All right? But he was, man, many of us couldn't understand it, but let me go on. They go on to say, this is what Michael Aquino is, they're referencing him, that a human brain resonating with externally produced energy waves is known as brain entrainment. They say Aquino describes how this knowledge might be applied to a mind war, okay? he discusses how these energies might be applied remotely. And again, it's a rehashing of what we went through last week, but it deserves a rehashing so that there's no a misunderstanding as to how dangerous this stuff really is. It says employment of brain wave resonance, or BWR, utilizes frequency generators to project the desired brain wave resonance into a mind war operational environment to adjust the emotions and awareness of all individuals therein. Just say the hood. And look, I need to say this, family. This is what people like Dick Gregory was talking about when he was talking about chemtrails being used to alter the behavior in neighborhoods or large areas without people having any idea of what's going on. Okay? They say, such generators may be satellite-based platforms which transmit brainwave resonance both directly and through intrusion into existing localized electronic media systems. Just think They Live, family. That movie, They Live, because remember, it was coming through the satellite systems and mind controlling people through TV, okay? But the satellite systems was being beamed to the satellites from the ionosphere onto the top of buildings, kind of like cable TV, family. Cable? Wait a minute, don't they run wires that are underground into your house with cable in order for you to get some cable so you can watch some TV?
Yeah.
Just asking. They say brainwave resonance can be inserted into the internet to be passively and indetectably received and radiated by any accessing device from television station to desktop computer or cellular telephone. Then they go on to give the resume for their good friend Michael Aquino. They say he is a Night Eagle of the Boy Scouts of America. Remember, we told you the Boy Scouts came out of Cecil Rhodes, which was the Round Table group, which had a penchant for homosexuality and pedophilia. Okay? So, no coincidence that Michael Aquino is a Night Eagle in the Boy Scouts. And remember, family, just a few short years ago, they decided to let the degenerates into the Boy Scouts, along with girls. Okay? And then, as a guarded measure, they began to advocate that all the Boy Scouts get issued condoms.
And so
not only
7 and 8 year olds.
That is correct. Because remember now, Bear, they want to make pedophilia legal. So if the 7 and 8-year-olds have been in the government educational system where they are being programmed to accept homosexuality and pedophilia as normal, then by definition or by extension, to go into the Boy Scouts and have anal sex, okay, is now normal and an acceptable part of growing up. Okay?